Hi guys, my name is Jess. I'm 23. I'm in college studying aesthetics. I live in Denver, Colorado. And believe it or not, this is probably about the 8th time I've tried to make this video. Yeah. So the reason that I'm making these videos isn't to bore you guys with the details of my sob story background, how I found out that I have bipolar disorder, or anything like that. It's just kind of my journey this year. This is my first full year being off of medication, and I want to document this not just for um, my own purposes later in life, but also to be an encouragement to other people who maybe think that they're locked into their medication forever, because I definitely felt that way. And coming off the medications was difficult and painful. Honestly, it was horrific. Um, but I also know that there's more out there than the medication. I know that there has to be some kind of alternative, and I am in the process of exploring those avenues and finding out what works best for me personally and sharing that with you guys. I don't want anyone to think that I am a doctor or I know all of these, doctory things, because I most certainly do not. Um, I I don't want the medications. I don't want um, to have to plan my life around psychiatrist appointments. And it's not so much that I don't want it. It's I don't I don't need it. I've come to this point in my life where I feel like I can handle it on my own, and I know a lot of people say that. A lot of people who have a mental disorder and are supposed to be taking their medications, and they're just like, well, I don't need them. I'm better. And that is it's great if you feel that way, but my circumstance wasn't just that I didn't want to take them anymore, so I just stopped. I moved across the country and lost my insurance, so I wasn't able to see a doctor. I wasn't able to stay on my medications, and I didn't have a choice but to stop them. And I did so according to um, how my doctor had told me to before I moved. So definitely talk to your doctor before you make any changes with your medication, because there's no way I would have stopped taking my medication if I hadn't talked to my doctor. That being said, I want to show the world this side of the mental health community that isn't often seen. A lot of people, when they think of mental illness, they'll think of, a mental hospital with straitjackets, and they're dingy, and everyone's, crazy and violent and all that stuff. But that's not how it is. I've been to the mental hospital several times. Not once did I ever see a straitjacket. This portrayal of mental illness in the media is disgusting. A lot of times, if there's a show or something where there's this killer, the killer almost always has some sort of mental illness or whatever, which again, it's disgusting. I don't know of a single person personally that has a mental disorder and is a violent person. I have not personally met anybody like that. I have no intention or want or anything. Like, I don't even like guns. Guns freak me out. Like, just, they're not for me. So, you will never see me on the news because I went on a killing spree. English is so hard. You're never gonna see me on the news for going and shooting a bunch of people or stabbing a bunch of people. The only thing that I want right this second is for ramen noodles to be gluten-free. That is it. That is the only want in my life. The only immediate want. The only thing that, I want right this second. the other thing that I want is to kind of dispel this stigma that's attached to mental illness, because I had someone as recently as last night ask me if bipolar disorder can be caught like the flu. And she was serious. She was so serious about it. She was like, well, I don't know. I don't think I would want to be around somebody who was crazy, cuz like I don't want to catch that. As if a mental disorder is the flu or like an STD or something. It's not. I promise you it's not. Um, but I feel this need to kind of make myself vulnerable. I feel this need to put myself out there and share my experiences with you guys. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of crap from people about, like, you know, well, you shouldn't be saying these things, and you know, you're just another crazy person. I've actually had people tell me, people I grew up with, tell me that because I have a mental illness, I don't deserve to live. Um, During the Sandy Hook tragedy, I saw a post on Facebook that I wanted to jump through my computer and just like slap the dude. He was like, well, anybody who has a mental illness should be put on an island and shot so they can't breed and can't cause more incidents like this. Really? You know that we're friends on Facebook, right? And I saw that, and you know I have a disorder. That is the kind of stuff that I'm kind of trying to not really put an end to, because people are going to say what they're going to say, they're going to think what they're going to think, but just to kind of put it out there and let other people know that just because of one person's ignorance being spread like wildfire doesn't make it truth. I'm living with this disorder. I struggle with it every day. And I'm going to have to deal with it for the rest of my life. But instead of sitting here hiding in the shadows, keeping it to myself, I'm putting myself out there. I'm making myself vulnerable. I am opening up this proverbial can of worms for people to not only ask me questions and be curious about this, but also for people to attack me, because this is the internet and that's going to happen. But I'm putting myself out there so that I can be an encouragement to other people, because I know that not every person on the internet is, you know, is going to be mad or closed-minded about something like this. But I feel this need to be an encouragement to others and to put positive bipolar vlogs out there for people to see, for people to take recognition of, and for people to share and say, this girl, she has a disorder, but she's not crazy. She's not like, you know, the people on the news or anything like that. I want to be an encouragement to people. I want people to know that just because you have a mental disorder doesn't mean that that defines your entire life. There's so much more to you than your disorder, and there's so much more to life than pills and doctor's appointments. And I want to share my journey with the world through this year, 2014. This is my first year of being completely unmedicated, and I'm excited to share that journey with you guys. So I hope that you'll stay tuned. I hope that you will ask questions, and I hope that I can answer them to the best of my ability, and that I can be an encouragement to you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.